Well, good afternoon, First Baptist Carlsbad family. Pastor Howell here. It is Tuesday, July 21st, 2020, a little bit after noon. Hope you're having a great Tuesday and a great week so far. I had a wonderful opportunity to have our middle son Jacob in for the last 3 weeks. I ended up taking him back to the airport up in Roswell this morning. He is en route back to Charleston, West Virginia. So be in prayer for him as he flies. He's in Dallas getting ready to head to Charlotte, and then from Charlotte to Charleston, West Virginia. So just pray for him as he is traveling. But as I think about today, as I think about yesterday, on a Monday, and it was one of those Mondays, particularly here in New Mexico, particularly if you are a business owner, particularly a restaurant owner, sort of up and down. Judge in our state issued a temporary restraining order against the ban on indoor dining in our state. And so restaurants around here, and I'm sure throughout the state, they were excited about that, getting ready to reopen, at least for the next 10 days. And by the end of the day, the New Mexico Supreme Court had basically issued another order setting aside that lower court's order. And so as of now, indoor dining still is banned here in the state of New Mexico. And it's one of those things where we just, wow, we're looking forward to something happening. Maybe it's later in the day, maybe it's tomorrow, and we get our hopes up, and then all of a sudden things just don't go the way we plan. That doesn't just go for restaurant owners here in our state. That goes for each and every one of us every day. And we simply don't know what tomorrow will bring. We do know that God knows, and we know that God has our future in His hands. But so many times we look past the present into the future, and we're simply never promised that future. And so James, in James chapter 4, reminds us about God's will as opposed to our will. We get ahead of God so many times, and James reminds us that we're not supposed to get ahead of God. James chapter 4, verse 13. James writes, "Come now, you who say today or tomorrow we will travel to such and such a city and spend a year there and do business and make a profit." Again, we have our future laid out. We think we know what we're going to do, whether it's today, whether it's tomorrow. This is what we're going to do. And James says, when you say that, you need to stop and you need to think. And then verse 14, "Yet you do not know what tomorrow will bring, what your life will be." Isn't that so true? Well, we don't know what's going to happen the rest of this day. Yesterday, again, was a roller coaster ride for so many restaurant owners here in the state of New Mexico. But it seems like the past 3-4 months with COVID-19, this pandemic, whether it's churches opening or not opening, whether it's businesses opening or not opening, whether it's mask required or mask not required, whether it's social distancing or not social distancing, all of these different things have just really exacerbated what already takes place in life, and that is that life is uncertain. It's uncertain from day to day. The church planter in Texas this past week stopped along the side of the road to help somebody that was stranded. Thought that he was just going to be there for just a little bit of time to get those folks on their way. A semi-truck came, and he ended up pushing one of the people out of the way. He himself was killed in the prime of his life. 4 young children and a wife. Great impact and wonderful ministry that he had in Texas, but at the blink of an eye, he was in eternity. We never know what today is going to bring. We never know what tomorrow is going to bring. James says, "You don't know what tomorrow will bring, what your life will be, for you are like a vapor that appears for a little while, then vanishes." And in verse 15, James gives us what we should say instead. Instead, you should say, "If the Lord wills, we will live and do this or that. But as it is, you boast in your arrogance. All such boasting is evil, so it is sin to know the good and yet not do it." If the Lord wills, if the Lord should will that we live, if the Lord should will that we have a job, if the Lord should will that restaurants are reopened, if the Lord should will all of these things that we put in God's hands. knowing ultimately that His will be done on earth as it is in heaven. Jesus taught us to pray that way. Ultimately, that it's not about our will, it's not about what we want, but ultimately it's about what God wants for us and for our life. And so today, regardless of what's going to happen this afternoon, and should we have tomorrow, regardless of what's going to happen tomorrow, might our life's ambition be to follow God's will wherever it leads, if the Lord wills. I hope, Lord willing, you have a wonderful, blessed, safe, healthy day in the Lord, and we will look forward to being back with you again, Lord willing, tomorrow. God bless you.